Ready?
I am.
Okay. By show of hands, how many of you have been inside of a pool? Every single person's hand just shot up, okay? How many of you took lessons as a kid? Like with your mom making you dress up in like those one pieces and having to go into the pool and take lessons with a random person? Yeah, most of you had to do that too. I did too. However, this was not my only experience with pools prior to sunbathing and playing Marco Polo with my cousins during the summer. In high school, my freshman year, I actually needed to get PE credit, and I am not athletically inclined whatsoever. And so I had to pick a sport that was no cut, first of all. Second of all, I actually had people that I knew who I could bond with and not be all alone in the sport. And third, one that I knew that I could at least semi be okay at. And so I decided to pick competitive swimming. So my school, our competitive swim team is really, really good, and we usually win CIF pretty much every year. So I was very intimidated actually going on this team, but it was pretty much one of the only no-cut sports other than track and field. And let's be honest, I'm not a runner, so swim was pretty much my only other option. So I started the team, and I had maybe a couple friends on it that I knew, but not nearly as many as I had ended with. So I actually bonded with this one girl. Her name is Melissa, and she's actually one of my best friends now. And I met her my first day during swim my freshman year. So one of the three things that I learned during swim is teamwork, determination, and hard work. The teamwork kind of goes along with the friends that I've made and the relationships that I've built. And that goes along with during practices when you're making jokes with your coaches, or when you're doing this incredibly hard set and you really don't think you're doing it and you're absolutely gasping for air because you can't hold your breath possibly for 3 minutes, but your coach is saying, come on, you have to finish the lap, you have to do it, and you're sitting there, you're like, I can't do this at all. But your teammates are there, they're cheering you on, they're giving you that motivation that you need, and it's so comforting to know that you have people supporting you. And people don't always see that during swim because they think it's more of a solo sport, thinking oh, it's just you in the pool with the water and it's just you. However, I've realized that swim is a lot more than that, and it's actually an opportunity for you to hone in on your own determination and your motivation for yourself, but that comes along with other people. You're able to have other people being there at the end of the finish line when you're able to say good job, that pat on the back that you really need when you think that you had a horrible race or that you thought you did absolutely terrible and you potentially came in last place, which happened a lot for me. So it was very helpful having all of those people at the end of the finish line for me. And at the end of the day, I realized that yes, swim was just for PE credit, and I just went in saying I have to graduate high school and get to Cal Poly, but I realized that it's become something that not only do I have some of my best friends and some of the people that I know will always support me, but I've also understood the importance of having determination and motivation in doing everything that I can, and I made swim something that not only am I not great at, but I tried to do as best as I could every single time, which is something that I've tried to translate into my work at Cal Poly and my work in high school that got me here. Thank you.